All right, I'm back. I didn't even realize I did DC'd. He thought I was slow rolling him. Hey, Eric's, how's it going, buddy? Hey, is there a good day this week? I want to start up doing, It used all 4 of my timeouts to reconnect. I think we keep this and go blue source battle menu Keycurrent merchant. Because if we can get lock cold down and loot something away, we can reawaken that evil. I'm sorry, Eric. Do you want to tell me about it? Like, I don't know. I like hearing about it. Bootleg Saint is a good name. Oh, music's off? Nope, you're just jamming. Cool. Sounds like it's a very American thing. We'll just make a 2-2 to have a 2-2. We'll punish for not naming green. This is the first time I've been really hurt by the mana of this deck, but I'm feeling it. I think it's Eden Pass. I need the blocker right now. Should I use power 4 grade, or the shoe puff's gonna be a problem soon? Need black or green, and there's black and green, and we get to travel the overworld. Windhurst. If we draw an untapped land, we can pitch an Omega and then reawaken that evil. I think we put down Lock first. One other non-land permanent. So she can't bounce herself. And she doesn't... Okay, she blinks out. And so I can't stick her in the Summoner's Sanctum. I think I still put out Rinoa just curve-wise. Then I can Lock and Wanderings in the same turn. Oh, what's a holiday? Life is a hellish holiday. This doesn't trample. This can't be blocked. So we chump and we block. And take 4. Damn, we really needed the untapped land here. 4 in, so we'll stick this in the Summoner's Sanctum. This is gonna get bounced. I think we just stick this here. And then lock Cole. Because they're going to tap all my lands anyway. And then bounce one of these. They can bounce their own Shoe Puff. And that's fine. Yeah, I like this one too, Herix. We're taking 5, and then we get to win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 non-basics. Gain 6 life, lock Shiva is going to be pretty tough for them to beat. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 1 mana draw 3 now. We just keep putting out our bombs the rest of the game. They probably just take this to try and hit back. I can't Odin and lock. But I can Odin and Prish's Wanderings, or just draw the cards. Mousy Cutie, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate that. I think I just make sure that these kill each other right now. Any other blue source and maybe another black source? So it's still a trade. But it does take it off the field, and I can pick it up with my Eden now if I have to. I can also just crack this merchant on end step to draw 3. They have to double block to kill it. They decided they're okay with me drawing these cards. Lock Coal. I can Evil Reawakened here. Go for lethal next turn. So I hold it the Precious Wandering still. Destroy target artifact or enchantment is pretty good off the top. And this might whiff automatically. Alright, I'm down to just 3 lands in my deck. I'm at 10 cards in the library. Quistis picks up Evil Reawakened, or nope, it's Evil Reawakened. We'll pick up Odin again. There we go. Oh, that's awesome. So, for brand new players, Mousy, the newest players, the thing that I recommend is starting from the story. So for that kind of thing, Universe Beyond is actually pretty helpful. I don't know if you need, if you know the story of Final Fantasy or like the world, then it works a little bit better. Magic is an incredibly complicated game, but is made complicated specifically so that you can, one sec. It's made complex because it tells the story, right? So if we go to cards, so the Eldrazi are, if you know where they come from, it helps. If you ever played Mass Effect, they're like Reapers from Mass Effect. But if you haven't, at the edge of the universe, there are, no. I mean, like, it helps, but like, you need to know what you, like, that's too in-depth. You don't need to do that right now. So the thing about the Eldrazi is, like, you might notice they're mostly colorless. And that's very strange and alien in the Magic universe. These are the big ones. Ulamog, Ulamog, Kozilek. And so the Eldrazi sit at the edge of a plane. And then when the plane is at its end, they come in and they process it. Right. They process everything into back to its nothingness form, which is a good, they're scavengers. It's a good and important part of the universe. But one cool thing about Magic is, like, we can say, hey, Eldrazi are here, right? And then we look at this conduit of storms. Eldrazi are on Innistrad, Emrakul is in the moon, and she's infecting things like werewolves that exist on Innistrad. And then they transform. She transforms into an Eldrazi monstrosity. But, like, that's why you'll have, like, Eldrazified versions of famous cards. So in Magic, it helps a lot to think of it in a story, from the story first and mechanics second, especially if you're brand new. Like, you're telling us you are a wizard, or you're an old planeswalker. Don't worry about that. You're a wizard, a powerful one. Your library is your knowledge, the things you know, the things you prepared. I don't want to talk about that right now, Jobin. We'll talk about that another time. Right now, we have a new player who is very, very excited to be here. So we'll do the complaining stream another time. is a good hand. So we have a town greeter. Town greeter sits in a town, and you look through your library for a town, for a land. This is a town of ruin. So land, town. Yeah, exactly. The void is a fun thing. Island, town greeter, let's greet. Ooh, there's our, we whiffed. How did we whiff? It's a rough day for whiffs. This is my third time whiffing a town greeter-esque effect in a row. Ooh, that Precious Wanderings does look pretty good here. I think I'd rather Keeker and Merchant and hold up the Precious Wanderings. So, Precious Wanderings, this is Prish. She wanders, and you can, like, she grows from that. So she gets a +1 counter, and she gets a land. Yep, those are the colors. Ooh, I think it's the Auracite. No, it's gonna be the Stuck, because I can get a white source off my Precious Wanderings. Attacking here. We're still gonna Precious Wanderings here. We need green and white, right? Because we need a second white source, second black source, second green source. Eventually we'll need the second black. We'll loot. We're just looking to get one more creature into the graveyard somewhere. But this fight on is scary. You pick up Summon and Omega. Yes. The second thing you need to know about it is that we are going to complain sometimes. That's another important part of Magic. And this, what we do here is specialize. We specialize in limited here. So we draft. There's a land. 5, 6, 7. Oh, so, well, let's talk about it. Once upon a time, there were these two brothers. This is before Magic was discovered. And I would like to hit a land drop, so I'm going to crack this now. So there were these two brothers. It was just a sibling rivalry. They had a sibling rivalry going, and unfortunately, they were so gung-ho about their rivalry. They found these stones. They had this huge argument, and the stones, it turns out, when they touch, explode. It's a might stone and a weak stone. When they touch, they're opposite batteries. I can fight on to pick up Keeker and Merchant and the Primal Odin, but I kind of just want to get the two huge things here. So these brothers had a sibling rivalry going. They accidentally touched these two stones when they were arguing. They killed their adopted mother, and Mishra was one of them, and he ran off into the woods. And yep, Urza and Urza's brother. Mishra ran off into the woods, and Urza ran off into the kingdom. Urza married a princess. Mishra tutored a man in the desert, and in this language. Yeah, I just want to fight on here. And then we'll pick up the two big ones. They just had a sibling rivalry that kept going and kept going, and eventually that sibling rivalry culminated in a war. It was just bickering, but eventually, you never touch the forbidden pop rocks. But that war created such a huge... Attack my town greeter. We can Auracite this. Ooh, I think we win now. No blocks. So at the beginning, this creature gains whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game. And I get to go Plains, White Auracite, Exile Zodiarch, Fate of the Sun, Christus, Town Greeter. And that war stripped the land. So they figured out how to they harnessed fire, right? They figured out how to make engines. They were artificers. I always mix that up. Yeah. So the brothers they stripped the land, burned all the trees, they razed Llanowar. Their war brought the earth to a dirt pile. Well, Dominaria was their plane. And then Urza had to end the war and stop a Phyrexian invasion, which we can talk about later, by using the Argothian Celix, which threw so much dust and debris up into the air that it caused an ice age. And when your lands, they're not necessarily existing lands, it's the memories of home. You're channeling them. But the Ice Age lasted so long that people could only ever remember the snow-covered forests and the snow-covered islands of Dominaria. So they are from Dominaria specifically, and then later we go to Kaldheim, which is based on Norse mythology, and that's also very snowy. And that snowy area, too, has snow-covered lands. No, so people will say stuff like Commander is the new standard. Standard is the only standard. And that's okay. I answer questions as I get to them. I don't let people interrupt like that. So you're good, mousy cutie. But standard is the most... It used to be the most recent few sets. Now it's just... We're going to keep this, put back Capricious Wanderings. And this is a dangerous keep. This is a pretty weak keep. Because we're missing green. Yeah, Commander is very fun. I love it. I maintain it is the worst way possible to play Magic, or to learn to play Magic, because Commander as a format is fun because you are playing cards from your history, cards that you've learned to love. You play your favorites, you play on theme, and you play against 3 other people. Like, it's way easier to learn with one other person, and to find the cards you love first before you play Commander. But yeah, Standard is fun and not terribly expensive right now. And they're very different, but they're also both they're both very nice. All right, Keeker Merchant here is a solid blocker on a 3/2 attacker, and we get to dig for a green source. If we don't find a green source, we lose, but we have a little time to find a green source. I am not a big fan of Universes Beyond, but mostly that's because I love. We need the blocker. I could just disable this Choco-Mog. But if I Aura Sight, I get to... I mean, this does die on its own eventually. We'll just take out this bird here. And then try and outlast this Choco-Mog with our 1/4. Yes, although stores have decided that it is a replacement because they make more money selling Commander staples. Yeah, but you don't want to. Like, the whole point of Commander is to be a wild game. Like, with 100 cards, your game's gonna be different every time. And that's cool. That's a good thing. You still get that consistency. Ooh, they're just picking up their side quests here. I really don't want them to get to 4 birds. Another thing you gotta understand is, like, this game is so... One of the things that makes Commander great, or Magic great, is that there's so much. There's no, like, people can have specializations. I have a buddy, he's the best counter spell player I've ever met. I've never met anybody who knows when to counter a spell better than he does. We need the green source. The Town Greeter is not good enough right now. Guadal Psalm, we have plenty of white mana. Alright, at the beginning of your first main phase, okay. Battle of Wits, I love Battle of Wits. Taking some damage here. This is a fine card because a 2-mana 2/2 landfall is a fine card. I'll go ahead and Fate the real Ambrosia and take 4. And then we have green. That Chocobo is so fat. Rather have the town even if it's tapped. Alright, I can Quistis back a Fate here. Just so that this doesn't flip. I really want to stop. So they get the quest. Well, they get to stack it because both of these trigger at the first main phase. So unless they stack it horribly wrong, they do get to flip here. I'm trying to figure out if I can stop it though. I can Quistis flashback, and then I don't get a block here, but I think that's okay. I just don't want this flipping. My opponent is full of birds, and that scares me. This dies in 2 turns. This dies now. They're stacking these triggers. My Keeker and Merchant blocks here next turn with the Pritch's Wanderings, so that's useful. So Eldrazi, yeah, they're not evil in the conventional sense, but they are evil. This is a big hit. Thank you. Just take him to the bathroom. I'll take him out later, okay? Thank you. Ow. I'm very likely to die this turn. The trample matters a lot. Well, that's a lightning. That's also a big problem. This was a really good top deck, though. All right, I mean, yes, natural disaster is an accurate Eldrazi description. Like, Eldrazi are evil in the way that a typhoon or an earthquake is evil. This is a really good draw. I can stick this one in the Summoner's Sanctum. This one dies. And then block. I want to crack the Merchant. So it's... I have 4 towns, so it's 3 mana to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. And then I've got 4 mana left. So I can Wanderings or Stuck, but not both. Wait, I can Wanderings and then crack the Merchant. Okay. I can't stop this from flipping, though. Yeah. I kind of hope we get, I want Sliver Eldrazi to come back. Like, there are draws here that could kill me. Block. I'm taking 5 right now. I love slivers. Yeah, slivers have a slivers are one of my favorite things. They're also not well loved in the Magic community, but everybody actually loves them. They just will tell you that they don't. But yeah, I love slivers. They have a hive body, not a hive mind. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can get to 5, and then it's 2 mana. Okay, cool. Not dead, just not safe. Oh, I actually cannot keep this alive. Block here and here. So right now I'm taking 5. If I crack my... All right, I need black mana. I have no black mana. And a little more blue. Counter here. Go to damage. So I could sacrifice this to draw 3 cards, but I would take 10 damage and lose. As is, I go to 3 life. This dies on their turn. Yeah, we're scared. Can I live? Land was a very, very bad draw. He's got 3 flying. I can Eden, and then what? I have 4 mana after I Eden. So I can Quistis for something, but only a 1 mana spell, which I don't have. I need this stuck. Green, white, white, white. Oof. Good game, though. They did great there. I did not think I could lose this game. I was wrong. If I could have gained even 1 life, we would win this game. Wait, no! I had a town greeter! Oops. I just threw that. So town greeter won me the game because it gained me 2 life. Whoops! So one thing you gotta understand, Mousy, is like, it is not worth it to... it is just not worth it to hate on anything. Like, there will always be something scary. Eldrazi are scary, slivers are scary, goblins are scary, elves are scary. Like, Eldrazi only seems scary until you get elf balled the first time. Elves are so... Depends on what you're doing, okay? Like, elves are really scary. Yeah, I think it's really cool. Like, initially, they were, like, when they were first introduced, it was amazing. Like, because we had all these people, like, we had, well, we get to Lockhole into Precious Wanderings. That's great. You had all of these, like, Nahiri seemed crazy, right? There were these mysterious Hedrons all around Zendikar, and Nahiri just seemed like a crazy person. So... And then the Eldrazi came and started processing Zendikar. And the hints were so cool because they're like, Zendikar is an old plane, very ancient. But it's like an ecosystem of planets, and it's an ecosystem of universes. A whole plane will be processed at the end of its lifespan. And the people who live there are understandably upset about that. Oof, this is rough. We're getting aggroed out now. The 5th land lets us Chocobo kick. That'll matter. Renault is good here, too. We're going to have to actually spend spells to deal with these, though. We don't have a blue-white land, and I need a 2nd blue source and a 2nd white source. So a Crossroads Village on a white, pass the turn, and then Wander on their end step. We're taking 4 going to 12. Then we can flash back their Chocobo kick. And we won't run out of cards this game from there. I think I Auracite the Tonberry. Have you played any Final Fantasy, Mousy? Blue X. I think blue green is what we needed. Yeah. Guadala Solemn. It's a fun word to say. I can Auracite and travel the overworld. I'd have to discard a card. I could also Quistis the Chocobo Kick, but then I'm weak to removal from there. Yeah, that's a fun one. So that card is only banned in Commander. Because in Commander, it's taking extra turns is inherently stronger. And he takes a person out of the game in a very unfun way. Alright, so 3, 6, 7 mana available. We can Ultima battle menu or Renoa battle menu. Commander is very different. Like, being multiplayer changes a lot. Yeah, right. 15/15 pro instance. There's a theory in Magic, like, at a certain point, an amount of mana you spend should win you the game. And it used to be 15. It used to be thought that 15 mana would win you the game. But it also turns out people love cheating cards into play. I think I just kill this first while they can't sack anything. And then Ultima Gone. We can Quistis back their Chocobo Kick or the Fight On next turn. Oh, I can't stop anything from leaving the graveyard there. Oh, but they sacked something. Emmet was a good draw. Just because it blocks Fang. We have 3 green. Alright, we are at 6 cards. We need 14. Winter's Pass. So 21 damage from a commander, from the same commander. The idea is that, like, if Emmet's my commander and he deals 21 damage to you, then it is a way to make sure that the game actually ends. Multiplayer life gain's inherently a little stronger. All right, Odin here, swing out. Yeah, feels good. We got 6 cards in our graveyard. Just take out the Death Toucher now. Get in with the team. Throw here. I should have played the Town Greeter first. We're at 7 cards in graveyard. We need 14. So that's 11 cards in graveyard. Take a Baron Airship. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can get to 10 mana. We'll pass. I don't want to play this just yet. I want to have something to discard. Can we mill ourselves anymore? I can take their Resentful Revelation. And they go back to 11. No, I really just want to kill the Gigantode so I have attacks. Because then they still have to put something in front of Odin here. I don't want to take a card out of their graveyard right now. So I'll just flash back my battle menu. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. with the team. Yeah, they have to block here, and then the big one will kill them. That there's a lot of ways to make a lot of pigeons. Dubscape is my personal favorite. I need the AC on. Can we keep this? We do have green, and our first play is Keeker and Merchant. I think that's actually good enough. Like, it's okay. Green, blue first. People get creative. Oh, the chief. Welcome to the funeral. Keekern. Ooh, Emmett first. I really wanted to land there. I think we pitch our Ultima. Well, next time we get to loot twice a turn. Yeah, that's going to be a sore subject for older players, just as a heads up. But I'm happy that they have a list they like. Aw, they kicked me. It was a cost. Ooh, we can greet first. We could cycle first, but I really just need to land here. Green, black, or white? We need the white source for now. We'll pass and merchant on end step. We have a ton of towns. Yeah, I'm not a fan of 5-color decks conceptually, like for the colored pie. It's just tough. I like the colored pie. It's one of my favorite parts of Magic. That's what, like, it says what different colors can do and are allowed to do. I think we want all our removal here. No, we just want our bodies. Let me discard this Rexor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna aura sight the bow. No, I'll aura sight the hero here. No, I don't care about this 1/1. No, I'm okay with that. I had to think about it, sorry. Yeah. Ooh. I think I just want to double Odin here, which means pitching our fate. That's better. We'll still need to kill that a little later. There's my second blue source and my second black source. We'll get in for 8, make him play a spell. I just want to block and crack this Keeker and Merchant now. I'm okay, I'm alright, I'm okay. Ooh, okay, they can exile it. Nice. It's okay though, we have our Odin, Evil Reawakened Odin. This is more value than most people can handle. So, Arctic... Yes. Oh, why not the bow? So, with Aura Sight, I constantly fear the Aura Sight being destroyed, and they get their 3/3 back. I really just want this to be a dork. Fight on picks up Emmet and Rexor. I think I wait though. All right, we have blue, black. We want another black and or another blue. Get a Baron airship here. You're welcome. Sorry, I hope I missed it at first. We're looking to just get a Odin kill here. But it's kind of a long shot and not a big deal if it doesn't work. 10 cards in my graveyard. 11. 12. The beginning of your upkeep. Okay. They don't have a third permanent in the graveyard. I only have 10 cards in my library, though, so I gotta be a little careful with the Emmet. Alright, does that give it to me? It does. So we Aura Sight the Fenrir. And then Quistis Trip. Suplex. Deal 3 to target creature. Whenever it deals damage to that player this turn, they lose the game. Ooh, we're 6-1, so we're playing for that trophy. Yes, they are. They're colors by default. Yeah. Solid. Nothing special here. We'll battle menu if we have to. It's much more likely that we just don't do much for a while, and that's okay. Alright. Green. We did not get purple. Snow was purple. Alright, so this is a huge problem. Card is terrifying and scary. We're gonna wait. I'd love to make the 2/2, but if this gets to 4-5 power and flips, we will die immediately. We have at least a little bit of time, even if it's very little. So it's gonna be Plains, Keeker, and Merchant pass. This is a terrifying start, though. We're totally screwed if we can't get a kill on either of these. We have to stop both of them, not just one. That is a good draw. We can stick here before they untap. They can shore up, and that's really bad for us, but... Oof. Yeah, we are mostly just fucked. This start is too strong. And we got paired down against bronze. Blue, I'll need another black source, yeah? Yeah. Alright. I have to let them attack, which is just awful. Because otherwise... Oh, I did not need to let them attack. Oh well. I could have done it then. Go to 5. Gain 3. I took 3 damage that I did not have to. So I might, if I die from there, it's my own fault. Don't have much of a choice. Honestly, it looks pretty fun. Hi, Reb. Like, it looks fun. And it was fun. And there's some dumb things in it. Good game. They got me here. That was a nutty start. They just went Emperor into Shantoto into Magic Damper, and 4 mana spells. Marvel was really fun. The rares are... Like, there's a 5 mana 4/4 lifelink hexproof. And every time you cast a non-creature spell, you grow your whole team. There's a 5 mana 6/5 flash flying indestructible with lifelink. You can't ever win through that. We need a blue source or a black source or a green source on the draw, but we have 2-drop, 3-drop Prison Wanderings. We get to keep this. Yes. So, but the rares are kind of great. Like, plans are really cool. There's a lot of interesting build arounds. Yes. Yes. That was a really good draw. If they don't play a 2-drop, then I'm just going to lay out the Trino and play Lockhole as my first creature. Hold battle menu to be flexible. Lock is better here. But it's close. We'll attack. This is a pretty telegraphed Precious Wanderings. So I was gonna say if they know the set well, they double block here anyway. All right, blue, black, white, white, green, green, black, black. So we just need one more blue source. So we'll go blue, green. Counter here, gain 3. And Windurst. Then next turn we get to Plains, Emmet, Persh's Wanderings. I'm scared of Shantoto. We'll get to hold some. We'll get to Emmet and then hold mana up. Blue, green, black, white. Okay, great. We might end up pitching this Plains, so I'd rather pitch a creature here, just because we have Fight On and Evil Reawakened for the value. It's about time. I definitely should have drawn the card first for this specific situation. I'm gonna battle menu that Shantoto out of fear. But I can block everything else. I just want to Evil Reawakened my Ultima here. If I attack, then one of these gets eaten by the Robot Warrior. You know, I'm okay if it's Lock Cole who trades here, just because Emmet can block from there and attack with the Persh's Wanderings. Okay, cool. We're gonna just make a 6/6 flyer, which blocks a Scorpion Sentinel if they play the extra land. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna take 6. I need to hold up green and Eden, which they're not gonna like, or MTG Arena is not gonna like. All right, and then white, white, blue, black, green, black, black, blue, blue. I need blue or black here. We're gonna make it black. Surprise whale. I'm just gonna take the 6 here. Five cards in my graveyard. I should have had green black so I could also fight on if I wanted to. But that'd only be if they killed the Ultima. Sorry. All right, you have my attention now. I was looking at all the Pokemon. All right, blue, blue, black, black, black. So we need another blue. Yeah, this is a really cool deck, Reb. We started 4-5-0. So this dies, this draws a card when it attacks. It's gonna be a tricky game. We're gonna have to be the clocking them here. I can turn them off red mana. Yeah, we'll lay out Emmett here. I'm fine if he just mills. We're at halfway to flipping Emmett. Ooh, that's bad. You're gonna try and mill me out, I guess. So he still got the trigger, so when this attack, he draws a card. But we are now the aggressor. We have to beat them down. They're about to bounce everything again, which, fortunately for me, is tricky when I have such a huge mana advantage. This is the first opponent to start to compete with me in terms of card advantage. I do have 11, 12, 13, so I can take out the Wyvern. And the most it can stop is 2. This one only bounces creatures. Eden. I can top deck Stuck in Summoner's Sanctum. 23 for 5. Okay. Take out the flyer. Swing with the team, hoping to hit Stuck in Summoner's Sanctum for lethal. Turn off the extra red source. Nope. That's okay, though. You go to 1. They can Leviathan bounce everything. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 spare mana. I think I want to turn off the Sahagin here. I think I just want Emmett and Ultima here. 1, 2, 3, 4, Oracite, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take out the Sahagin. Could just take out the Leviathan. 2 for the ward. Then tap out for Ultima. So they can pick up the ice magic here. Like, they can keep doing it. Psychic. Right. I'll take the 8. They need an ice magic or something for Ultima. Ooh, gain 4 life is very relevant right now. We're gonna Emmet first. One, two, three, four, five, 6. I can still battle menu or fight on. Let's just blight these. Oh, I assumed that they could stop this and I was wrong. All right, we got a trophy. Hell yeah. This was a nifty trophy. Very interesting deck. Really high curve. Only the 1/2 drop, but we use battle menus fairly often. I love Precious Wanderings. Like, our removal came from Venat and Quistis and Odin and Omega. All right, I got time for one more draft. We just had Hika and Reb and Mega. Last 3 people. What would you rather see? We can cube or we can do Final Fantasy. All right, Final Fantasy it is. Let's go. We are 7-2 on that one. Nice trophy. I love Final Fantasy. I think that's my only current set guide that's up. Easy Regalia. This card just goes in every deck. It's strong in every deck. 4 mana, 4/4 haste is good. Crew 1 is nothing. We're pretty happy to grab it. We could try and wheel an Unexpected Request or a Mycelian Elder. I love the mage decks, like the Dark Wizard decks. And Rapier is solid in that deck too. So like we can wheel a reasonable red card. And if we could also get like a Blitzball back. But we're not getting the Chocobo Kick. If we get the Slash of Light, it's a strong indicator that red-white is open. But based on what we'll wheel from this pack, we want to be red-white. Let's see what else we get. It's just going to be side quests here. I love the side quests. Hunt the Mark is especially strong. Suplex, Vein's Treachery are both excellent. Ooh, that's close. So Choco Comet and side quests on the Mark are just very similar cards. Choco Comet is a little better, but only a little. But because of what we pass, I'm pretty interested in the Choco Comet over it. Yeah, we'll snap that up. You just love the capital city. We could take Syncopate or the card collection. Like, I like that. So taking the card collection wants us to be blue-red because now we've got these 4 mana creature spells that are flexible and non-creature spells. I like Syncopate. We're going to take this side quest card collection. The Grimoire's not great. I would take Guadala Solemn, except I just did the Towns thing. Let's take the Mycelian Elder. Let's make some wizards. Let's be wizards. I love wizards. Lionheart is in kind of that same boat of let's make wizards relevant. The land is a good idea usually, and I like the Scorpion Sentinel. No real red. Normally I just spec on the land here. I think we spec on the land here. So Baron Airship, Chocobo Kick, or the Mycelian Elder. Let's do wizards. I love wizards. Self-Destruct is one of my pet cards this format. I would be Towns, and I'm good at Towns, but we've been Towns twice today. So Self-Destruct. It's just a burn spell, but it's a good burn spell. Combat tutorial. So when you're blue-red, you can go smaller with more card draw, or you can go bigger with more payoffs. And it looks like blue and white are what's open. We'll be fighting for red, but our pick 9 should give us a wizard. We are a burn deck from here. Take another Mycelian out. I just want to do this deck. It's very fun. Let's make it happen. We're not locked into blue. Like, these are both solid cards that I'm happy to play. But the wizard thing, you usually want to be red-black. And red-green works well with the Choco Comet and Self-Destruct we have. Hey, Jackal, how's it going? I'm having a good day. We can spec on Charlatan. Although if no one else is taking these Pritch's Wanderings, I'll take a Pritch's Wanderings. New lists aren't bad. Let's take a Pritch's Wanderings. I guess we're going to be Teamer Towns. We can't be the bird deck and the wizard deck. My card is good, though. I just don't think it's as good as Pritch's Wanderings. Can take a Malboro. It actually aids the burn plan pretty well. No, I'd still rather just spec on a land. The lands are good. This is crazy. Green blue or Capital City is close. I think it's Capital City, but it's close. Igni is great. Igni's very good. We can be a Teamer pile. Like, especially for a Teamer pile. I love Lindblum. Like, it's just a land and a wizard. Igni's so good, though. And green is so open. Yeah, I might still just be red-black, though. I pass a lot of very good red-black cards. Suplex, Tia, Anima. I think it's the Suplex. I like Gissel greens, too, but we need a little bit more removal than we have. We are a very good Ultros deck. And it's a great card on its own. Vector and Igni are both on the table. Clash of Icons is great, but you really want some of the rare sagas. We're going to take this Ultros. We are great at using it. Circle of Power, if we want to go Grixis. It's either Circle of Power or Suplex here. I think I'm going to take Circle of Power. It's about the deck I want to be, not what the right pick is. Stuck is good. Blazing Bomb is fine, but I would like to be a Grixis deck. We need to make sure we take our lands here. I love that we have 4 non-creature 4-drops. We need to keep our curves low from here. Vanilla is just strong. This is a haste magic deck. And the new list is solid. That's dumb, Night Dark. I love it. Revelation's also great for us. For the pings. We'll take the Revelation here. I want more wizards. I want all the wizards. Every wizard we can find. I do just love the Wandering Minstrel. Realm Sketching is better. We're more of a Grixis spells from here. Evil Reawakened, Syncopate. That's a late Omega. It's a really late Omega. I'm gonna take the counter spell, but damn. Every time, like, I should just be in 5-color towns every time. Every time I'm not in 5-color towns, it's the most open deck to a ridiculous degree. I'm being forced. I'm taking Igni. If you're gonna give me Igni back, we're gonna be the 5-color towns. Eekern Merchant. Yeah, we're taking over the greens here. Like, I might end up splashing the Circle of Power, but it doesn't look like we're going to be black. I'll take another red-black land. Chopping blocks over here. Take a Blitzball shot. It's not very strong, but it does help. Alright, I guess we're 5-color towns again. Ooh, Summon Titan, very good. What else have we got? Zidane's fine, Sid's fine, Edgar's fine, none of them are good. Chocobo Kick is very good, especially because we have a Lindbloom, but we'll take our Titan here. Confidant doesn't really work. We could be a Labman deck. I like Labman. We'll take Prompto here. The treasure's incredibly valuable to us. That's funny. That's a good title for Isaiah. Blitzball. Green black land lets us still splash the circle. Could take Fang. That was very optimistic. We would be trying to wheel the Chell. I think this is a Blitzball deck. I also like Hilgigus. We could use a little more top-end stuff. Or just Ochu for an early play. I'm gonna take the Ochu. We want that early play. Black Waltz number 3. Okay, that's a reason to splash black. We're giving up a Chocobo Kick. Means blues are splash now. And it's light, if at all. Our manager's gonna be bad, that's fine. Town Greeter, perfect. That's what we needed. I like Swallow by Leviathan a lot. What else have we got? We could run Ultimecia. We didn't get the blue towns. Means I don't even really want to run blue. I think it's gonna be the Warrior's Sword. Really late Shantoto over Guadala Solemn. That puts us back to blue-red. We only found one Purchase Wanderings. All right, yeah, I'll take Shantoto, go back to blue-red. It is. That I was really thinking about it. Green-white splashes Renoa. Nah. The self-mill deck's like actually good. I'm gonna take his haste magic, go back to being a burn-ish deck. There's that lab man that I did not think we'd get back. But I think we're more of an aggro deck now. All right, sorry, that was a journey. Thank you for all for coming on it with me. Kind of green. Ooh, green black land though. No, I'm just sick of doing the towns deck. I just did it 3 times in my last few runs. I'm gonna take this instant ramen. It's a cantrip. Yeah, it's okay. It's a lot of people's first time drafting this set. But we got a fun one here, and that's what I care about. Like, I love the town deck. We just did it a bunch of times. We didn't get Sahagins or real payoffs. We got a red-black land, so we can pretty easily splash just black here. Two cuts. Or 3 cuts and we go to 18 lands. I don't hate that. Black is a pretty light splash. We can cut the Revelation. We got a weird aggro deck today. Kieran Merchant is weak in this deck. There's a lot of 4s. Our deck is mostly 4s. Let's run it. Hey, Don. We really just need a 2 or 3 drop because we know we'll get our 4s. This is a little slow, but it's not a bad hand. We can put back the Warrior's Sword, Mountain Cycle this Hilgigus, turn 3 Mycetian Elder, turn 4 Black Waltz, turn 5 Circle of Power, and that's a solid curve out, which means we're putting back this Warrior's Sword. We'll Mountain Cycle here. These cards are good. Oh, whatever we play is likely to just get counted here. So we'll lay out the Mycetian Elder. Shantoto is very good. She's so cool too. I love this card. This Black Waltz is very likely to just die to the Blazing Bomb. I'm okay with that, though. We need to be a little careful, because what they really want to do here is play a 4-mana spell to kill something and then sack the Blazing Bomb to kill something else. Cypher's kind of a must kill. Or at least a must block. I can play the Elder to block. I kind of just want a Circle of Power so I can run both of these out next turn anyway. I just need to draw the cards. Then we can Shantoto and Elder in the same turn and try and find a spell to cast. Hi. I've been brought a cookie.
It's very warm still.
I was so hungry, thank you. I fear you, Cypher Almazy.
Rebel.
Well, Shantoto first, because it plays around Swallowed and Syncope. I think they got a deal. I think they struck a deal with Sony. So the reason that it was so weird before, so this might be too technical. You can stop me if it's boring. Back in the day, in like 2000, 2001, a few things, like, someone had a great idea. Look, what if we made a... Oh, hi, Rebel. Hey, buddy. What if we made a Spider-Man movie? Isn't that cool? What if we made a Spider-Man movie? I bet it would be so popular. I can't block because I need to drive the Regalia. I'm gonna take 6. Yep. So, they made a Spider-Man movie. It was awesome. But at the time, Sony bought the rights to Spider-Man temporarily. Not all of Marvel, just Spider-Man. And so they made the Spider-Man movies. It went well for a while. And then they had a great idea. They were going to do... We're going to Regalia first. No, we're going to cycle first. So, not too long ago, Disney bought the rights to Spider-Man back from Sony. But they could not get the rights to the video games. It turns out that the video games were the most popular thing. Like, Sony's video game department wanted to keep the rights to Spider-Man. So, we've been ejected. Through the Omen Pass, they made this deal with Disney. They got the rights to Spider-Man from Disney. Oh, they got us. We can't beat that at all. Our deck cannot beat that at all. Yeah, so Marvel got the... Magic the Gathering only had the rights, the physical rights to print these cards. not the digital rights. So they must have made a deal and gotten the digital rights. But there was no news, it wasn't reported. This is a solid hand. We can Prompto, Instant Ramen. We really need more mana, but we'll get more mana. Here comes Prompto. They probably only got the rights to Spider-Man specifically, which is half the cards. I don't want to miss my land drop, so I'll go ahead and cycle. It was just a bluff, but it was not a bad bluff. If we get to Regalia next turn, we'll win. We make a treasure and get a land here. It's complicated, Don. Like, they make individual... It could even have to do with the artists. Different artists are compensated in different ways. The digital-only cards were weird because, like, lots of artists... Scry one... Alright, so you 4 mana draw a card is what it... 4 mana scry one, draw a card. It's pretty good. We'll attack. Oh... Bluff failed. My City and Elder. We need that 4th land and we'll be in great shape. Ooh, I could Realm Sketching Igni or Titus here. No, I just want the Regalia. Drive the car. We're gonna do it with Prompto because I can block with the Elder a little better. Give me my land, please. Yes. Next turn I can Ultros and Realm Sketching. This card is not very good. Aww. I'll take the 3. That's fine. They need to hit for 7, I believe. 6. Okay. We're gonna just work on burning them out from here. I think I'm gonna make my City and Elder. It makes me a treasure. And then I get to Instant Ramen, pass and then end step Instant Ramen. Shoot for 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Choco Comet hits for 6 here. So that's lethal. Instant Ramen, self-destruct, Choco Comet is lethal. Deck's working, that's nice. Like, if I didn't have lethal here, I'd actually be pretty afraid because they can keep looting, they can keep digging, and they have flyers. This Titus would take it back. I think you can. Like, I think 6 is the most non-artifacts you can run, though, Reb. So, you can play 6 gay cats. I believe at that point it is just referred to as an orgy of cats. We mostly want to hit a land here. So, Wizard Ping, instant ramen. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, just X equals 6. There's other ways you could deal the damage. I could play Shantoto, Haste Magic her, self-destruct her. Hey, I don't name the pluralities. I don't think they realized that I had lethal on them. We are a burn deck, and we're a pretty good burn deck. I kept the combat tutorial. I cut the resentful revelation. 2 black cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black sources. We don't need all this black mana. All right, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we just want the extra mountain here. Keegan Merchant is also a good blocker. Throwing it back. We can keep this. It's a little awkward, but all our spells are castable. I could just Chogocom to make a 2/2. I'd rather not, but combat tutorial. I'm giving up a 2 for 1. I'm gonna play the island instead. Hold up Syncopate and be prepared to cycle. Be more controlling here. Let Chogocom get a kill. Mountain Pass. We'll tap out for this Black Waltz on our turn, ideally. Like, the ideal situation here is we syncopate their 3-drop. Doesn't really matter what it is. Then we tap out for Black Waltz, and then we combat tutorial. I love Black Waltz. It's fragile, it usually dies, and if it doesn't, it takes the game over. Nice. See how they like it. Now I would like to my City and Elder combat tutorial. My City and Elder here. First blood. Alright, we get a suplex combat tutorial next turn. I want the card advantage more here. Landfall, go to a 3-2. Attack for 3. There you go. We'll pass. They can swing for 6, but we'll keep trying to race them. I should have grown here instead, just because I had the Regalia somewhere. Ooh. They're gonna kick my Mysidian. Nice. That's the creature I care the least about. And for 1 here. Yeah, not putting the counter here was a mistake, but then they wouldn't have kicked it, so maybe it was fine. Shoot here. 4-7. I can get to 9 mana. I want the extra blue though. I only have 1 more black card anyway. I don't get to attack into the Rexor. Make an 0-1 black wizard, hell yeah. Could drive the car, it's just not really worth it to me right now. Did I play the land? Yes, it does not affect my self-destruct prospects. Self-destruct is still... Right, self-destruct is still lethal. No Sagas in the graveyard, but Landfall Rummage is solid. We're just about out of time. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So land lets me double move the sword. Alright, that's 13 trample. That's pretty dangerous. But a cantrip is good here. There's a self-destruct. Yeah, that was too good a draw. Burn is working. All right. I think we keep this. Shantoto is that good. I don't like it when she's our first play, but even if we have to cycle here, then turn 3 Shantoto, turn 4 Regalia is just so good. All we have to do is hit our land. And we have 2 chances to hit a land after that. I'll probably play the Elder first, just for the purposes of Syncopate. I'm pretty worried. I've had 0 sales this weekend. I need to be entering some cards, I guess. Probably should have just been entering cards all day instead of streaming, but I like streaming. We're gonna Shantoto and hope for that land. Probably should have attacked first. I think I shoot here first. Look at these two. Ooh, I didn't think that would work. Let's go to a 4/4 here. Pump Shantoto for 2. Until your next end step. Yeah, we just needed that to be a land. I'm not going to syncopate anything for 0. There's our 4th land. Can shoot here, draw a card. No, I just want Regalia. They can draw a card on the crackback. We're a burn deck, and I would like to burn them out. Then we play my City and Elder, and we don't even have to hit them again. They didn't want the card. They wanted the damage more. That's interesting. We're just gonna attack with Regalia here. We can get to an independently lethal Choco Comet. We'll syncopate that. They kind of have to block this Regalia. Then that puts them to 4. So I have lethal with any 2 spells, not just the Choco Comet. We want to open on the combat tutorial. Because then we can respawn with an instant ramen for lethal. Like, worst case, I don't kill them this turn. Plan for turn. Red Mage's Rapier for lethal on pings. And if they do anything, we respawn with instant ramen, ping them 2 additional times. Oh, thanks, Larry. If you need anything specific, let me know. I've been mostly entering Pokemon cards lately. But I have some magic here that I need to enter. Speaking of which... I have a ton of signed stuff. Do you want any signed stuff? We don't do enough here. Throw it back. This one we keep. They need to put back the Choco Comet. It's really good. But we want to curve out here. You're welcome. I can attack, but there's not much point. Yeah. I really want to be able to block here, but I can do it with my Mycelium Elder just fine. Yeah, I just needed I was just a few sales short of wrench, so I'm gonna mark some stuff down. The ping is more valuable to me. Alright, goodbye, I'm sorry. That's my first time letting a mage die to anything other than fire magic. I don't think this will survive, but I hope it does. It looks like they've got a syncopate, because that would be why there was a pause on spellcast, but not on end step. I'll offer this trade, I think. They're clearly out of cards, and I don't... Good combat tutorial first. But I just need a bigger body down. They go to a 2-5 here. Is Covetous Dragon worth anything? That's pretty scary. So they can put both of them onto whatever. Just online. I could go for the untapped land here. 1, 2, 3, 4. They can't. I think I go for the kill here. Alright, puts them to 8 life. And then my Sidian Elder, Instant Ramen, deals 3 damage, puts them to 2. So I have to Instant Ramen, and because I need to find another spell here. Covetous Dragon's reserved list. I'll hold on to it for now. I can't beat a removal spell here, so I just need them to not hit it. Yeah, they're not willing to attack with Cecil or equip this greatsword. All right, end set puts you to 6 with the Instant Ramen. Not a spell. Ooh, side quest. Hits for 2. I just have to equip and hit. Like... Okay, number 6. Hell yeah, Math OP. I'm the loser of the game you didn't know you were playing. God, Reparations is so funny. I don't really want to sell it, but let's get it listed. We can keep this. Rapier into Elder is a great start. You'll still like Antiquities Tron pieces. You'll have to like Antiquities Tron pieces, right? Alright, we get to get in here. The next turn, I'd rather Realm Sketching, but Circle of Power is great. I can swing out and haste magic wherever they block. Leave my wizard back. So if they block here, I haste magic here. If they block here, I haste magic here. If they block nowhere, I'll haste magic here anyway. Whiff. I have whiffed every haste magic. And that's okay. It's kind of funny to me. Oh, sorry. No, so the thing is, those decks are not worth anything as well. The Kaibu Day is, the Matt Lindy less so. But those are more valuable usually because of the cards in them, because gold border cards are legal now. Like, people don't collect those, sadly. Not that they shouldn't. Like, they definitely should because they're cool. We get a Circle of Power here. I want this extra wizard here. If I swing out, my City and Elder gets eaten, but we break through for 5, I think that's worth it. And it makes them, like, we're just not going to win this one long because they play the land double the counters anyway. And that was a trap. I just didn't want them blocking my tiny wizard. I get to hit them for 2 here, then play it as a land. I mean, you might be able to find someone to buy them, especially if they've been opened. Are they sealed tailed? If you'd like, you can DM me. I do this all the time for people. I sell their stuff, and I would just take the fees out for something like that. You would just do the shipping and such on your own. We're going for lethal this turn. We need a 2-mana non-creature spell, ideally. They're trying to decide. They're trying to talk themselves out of using removal on an 0-1. Oh yeah. We have another 6. Ah. Well, if you'd like to try and sell them whole, send me a DM, okay? I usually take 5% for something like that. But it'll be about, like, I take 5%, TCG player takes 12. And sometimes more. And you'd be responsible for the shipping. But, like, if you have a price in mind, I can just list them at that price. And I do that for people as long as it's an expensive enough thing. Ooh, this is the expressive iteration I got for winning the SCGCon 20K. I think it was just the RCQ promo, but I think it's cool. We'd be holding up Syncopate, most likely cycling. Okay. It's nothing strong, but it's functional. We get to cast spells and do things. I'm gonna Syncopate that. If we're lucky, it sets them way back. Blue. Yeah, we want red here. We're probably cycling and then warrior sorting. Instead of cycle, having nothing in their graveyard is good news for me. Wow, okay. So we kept a 4-land hand, and in our 4 cards drawn, we have drawn 4 lands. All right, here's our Warrior's Sword, though. All right, 5 draws, 5 lands. Get in there for 4. We're taking 6 on the crackback, and just hoping that one of these draws, one of these days, is something that isn't a land. Yeah. Freaking Realm's sketching our Warrior's Sword. That's pretty good. So that gives us a real shot at a surprise kill, because we can let one warrior wield both swords. And it's hard for them to kill this in response. If we target a creature, it's very likely they have a removal spell here. So what we want to do here is attack with 2 4-power creatures, hope that they block one, not both, and then move the sword to the other one. Aww. That throws the math off a lot. We go to 7 power, attack for 7, self-destruct for 7. I think that they might not be expecting the surprise kill. So they're holding a Pritch's Wanderings. They're not going to want to block here. No, if I go to 7 power, they definitely block it. It's easier to play the Black Waltz and go to 5 power. Can self-destruct to kill a thing. Cool. When we get self-destruct now, we can also use it if they use a pump spell to go for lethal. The hope is that they just play a land, flashback a spell. They swing in for 7. I can self-destruct them for 4. I think I just take the 7 here. I'll go to 1. Look at them. They were so close. I mean, they could still do it. Good game. So close. All right. I think this is my last game. I was trying to end around 9. So we're going to do this last one and find someone to raid. Oh. We're 5-2. All right, I'll finish this draft. Slow, but not bad. Am I sitting out of Black Waltz spells? Ooh, look at this. Isn't that cool? So, once upon a time, we had a local guy who invented a zero land Belcher style across the path deck. This was before Goblin Charbelcher was legal in standard or in modern. And so he built this deck with the intent of it was good. It was a good combo deck. He won like 6 events. He won 3 RCQs, which were PTQs at the time. But his deck took so long to win with that he whited out a square on each card and filled in... Oh, that's good. And filled in a QR code that led to something that for people to do while he was playing. And he drew them in by hand with Sharpie. But then Belcher was printed into Modern, so his deck died. But he only had 3 left, so he gave me a blank one. I don't want a cantrip yet. We're just gonna play spells into removal for now. I got a wizard. Oh, with that, I wanted the Black Waltz, but Regalia is just too strong here. I want that land. Yes! Lands. They're beautiful and powerful. Grahatia is very good. If I attack, they likely just double block and draw a card. I think I want my own Grahatia. And then I get to drive my car into a Grahatia. The land on the Regalia is guaranteed, yes. I just really wanted it. That's why I was... We both draw a card. Hell yeah. Now I get to hold up a Syncopate. Which I might not play. Like, if they just make a body, I don't care. I'm gonna burn them out from here. That's fine. Alright, land for turn. Black Waltz. Pass. That's 4 spells out of... We only need 5. We need 5 spells for lethal. They get an extra mana to work with. I want an instant ramen in response to shoot them for 3. And with luck, this will pull the attention to Grahatia from Black Waltz. I want my extra card instead. Aw. Alright, Mycelian Elder first. Make a wizard. Red Mage's Rapier. Deal 2. And I think I hold up the Syncopate here. Put them to 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. That's fine, because if they get a 2-drop, I can Syncopate it for 3. That's fine. I'm just looking to burn them out the rest of the way. Maybe I should have Syncopated just to cast Syncopate. Alright, land for turn first. 3 here. Ping for 2. I could Syncopate my own spell here, but I'm still pretty sure they have a spell or they would have moved this over just to gain 1. Syncopate is definitely lethal. I guess they could have no spells. If they don't cast a spell here or next turn or the turn after that, then it's not lethal. Ooh. So, moving the rapier did guarantee lethal unless they had a spell. Which I assumed they did. Alright, this is the last game of the night. Let's see who's on for a raid. Jaffer's on. He hasn't been on in a while. Empath is on. Christmas is on. I think we'll go see Christmas. We get to keep this because of Prompto and Choco. Regret not playing the island last turn. Black here. We'll lay out Waltz first. Okay. Ultros. I like Ultros. Black Waltz. Pass. That's fine. We pulled some premium removal out of him here. That's a problem. I wanted to have the Elder down. Ooh, or it's not. No, it's too big a problem. And this is at least less devastating than if they reanimated it. They're just locking here. Okay. Hey, Haiku, how's it going? I kind of just want to take an Ultros here. I'm so far away from actually tapping something. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Ultros is a problem, but a solvable problem. That's fine. I don't want to sack an Elder here anyway. For 7. We'll play the Mysidian Elder first. Makes it seem more like I have a spell I want to cast. Get in for 3. I'm gonna wait. I can't realm sketching into open mana on either side. Shantoto, hello. Schemes. That's a good draw. Just a 5/4 haste. Get in for 5. Self-destruct shoots for 7. So I can realm sketching and self-destruct here. I'm very sick of you, fire magic. I mean, we still got him. Depends on what this last card is. Okay. We still trample over for 4. And then it exploded. They did an RCQ on pre-release weekend? That's wild. Alright, that was a ton of fun. It looks like Christmas is playing some standard. I mean, I'm still good at Final Fantasy. That's always nice to know. 437172 on the day. Oops, wrong one. With only weird decks. We just had back-to-back wins with weird decks. We just got the kill every time. All right, that's all I got time for today. Next stream will likely be Tuesday. So I'm gonna do release still. We're gonna stream what I can this week. I'm gonna do my best to get a job first, apply to places, but I'm gonna try and do streaming for release week. The set is really complex, and I think that makes it pretty interesting. And otherwise, let's just go and see Christmas here. He's a good guy. He's doing some standard, and I'll see everybody. 666_. Okay, I'll see everybody Tuesday. Tuesday for Marvel release. I'll show you how to draft this set to the best of my ability all day Tuesday. Good night, everybody.